Hey, what's up everyone? Got another video on the Skyline and a little more on 3D design. So I thought the bay was done, but turns out my rear seal on the turbo, the piston ring, is pretty destroyed. So it started peeling paint off when the car almost set on fire because it was leaking enough oil on the manifold. So we were running it for about 10 minutes and yeah, I didn't have a good enough drain for the vent on my catch can, so build up backup pressure, and the first thing it went out of was the rear end of the turbo. So I have a rebuild kit coming on the way. I've been working on these for a while, which are GTS badges. So this is just a low quality PLA print with some regular paint on it and epoxy inside. So I have a bunch of pigments that I've been messing around with, and it's been coming out pretty good. So I got all these colors here and more, so I'll be making a ton of these. I actually have another one printing downstairs right now, and then I'm trying to find a company that can do chroming on this. So I'm loving the way the epoxy's coming out. Definitely want to try out some more. And just picked up a new printer. So this is a few years old. It's not a 4K, but it's a 2K quality printer. So it's all liquid, so it'll be stronger than PLA, definitely more heat resistant, and crazy detail on it. So Dan and I will be testing this out soon today. So I was gonna start today by taking the compressor off, and I'm gonna try to do a whole polish on the compressor of the turbo. So I got these wheels that you get at all the hardware stores. So you start with this and you grind down all the layers, get it all clean, and then you work your way from like about 40 or 60 grit all the way to about 2000 grit. And I do have some ideas for the Skyline bay as well, so I kind of wanted to change up the way I routed this intake manifold, the coolant lines. So this one for sure has to be moved. Like, it's got to be a little longer so that this can sit lower than the top of the radiator, because it won't vent out air. So I'm in the middle of figuring that out, and I wanted to have a longer tube to show the coolant. So I have about like 6 feet in this box right here. If I have the 240 radiator in, that makes this top port go over to here, so then I can route this with a long coolant line over to there. So if I get the turbo all polished up, this whole bay will look pretty polished, and really hoping it turns out pretty good. And I've been working on something that I don't think any other companies are working on right now. So this is going to be the basis for a wiper motor cover. So you'll see that in development. Here's the print for the new GTS badge in ABS plastic, so it's a lot stronger. So got a couple more hours on that. And next in line for 3D scanning, you might be able to guess what these are. That's going to take a little bit of work to do, but I'll be making these in complete prints, hopefully on this printer, because it could do a foot by a foot. I haven't found too many garage turbo builds, considering you have to do like a dynamic balance for turbos, so that's pretty important. But I'll be making a video on how to put the piston ring in at least and line the turbo up, so I probably don't have to rebalance it. I think that was the only thing I really blew up on this.